Hello, everybody. Welcome and welcome back to the Morning Crow Tarot Show. My name's Matt, and we're just going to roll right into this reading here. I'm going to start by casting a few runes from this horn. It's a noisy process, so please turn down your volume, and we'll get started. Alright. There's three that will do. Looks like first one that came out is Ansus. And then here, Naughties and Berkana. What I'm getting here is that there'll be a message about patience, and we're probably in the process of producing something new. But what I'm getting here is that Ansus is the communication, Naughties is a restriction, and Berkano is a renewal here. And so I think someone out there is in the process of becoming anew. And that sort of thing is very time consuming. And as a lot of people say, all things are in divine timing. And so if you're someone who's been feeling restricted in your personal growth, I think old Odin's coming through here to tell us that we need to be patient. This is a necessary type of delay to this renewal. It's probably hard to hear, but I'm sure it's for good reason. And so let's look at the cards and see what they say about this. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. I'll give that a couple shuffles here. Shuffled this very well, but the last couple readings seemed a little too similar, which maybe that was intentional from the gods. Alright, so let's begin here. We're starting with the Nine of Wands, the defensive position. Or, excuse me, the wounded healer. Somebody's been through a lot. Oh, and the Three of Wands. Yep, there's the new horizon. And that's the problem, is we're slow right now. That is why it's crossing this energy. We're ready to grow, but it's just not happening yet for some reason. Above us, the Page of Pentacles. There's our want for the new beginning. And below, Page of Swords. That's probably our questioning. We're curious as to why this is not happening at the moment. In the past, we're moving away from a defensive position. Interesting. And we're approaching mastery. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we're ready. We're getting there. And we will be there soon, I think. Alright, our current energy. Oh, Ten of Swords. Alright. And what other people see? The Empress. Oh, great. And then our hopes and our fears. Five of Swords. Fearing defeat. Fearing winning at all costs, or trying to. Yeah. But finally we have Queen of Swords. The short, curt truth teller. Yeah, get this a little more arranged here. There we go. What's interesting here is there's no water energy whatsoever. There's fire, air, and earth. So we're devoid of emotions here. Kind of wonder if somebody's feeling, or rather not feeling, kind of numbed out, losing hope a bit. Regardless of that, I'm thinking what I see here. Yeah, there's our patience right here with the Eight of Pentacles. While the Seven of Pentacles is technically the more of the patience card, that is also the card of success unfulfilled. And we're growing in some kind of a mastery, or growing towards a mastery here. And we really want to set ourselves out onto new horizons. And we've been worn out, and we are worn out. And we're really needing this Page of Pentacles energy here. That's what we want. It's what's in our mind. And I think down below here, this is again the curiosity. We really want to know why. That's kind of the ground we're standing on right now. Is a curious ground. And all the while, we're becoming masters at something. And what I find interesting here is the Ten of Swords energy that's current. It seems like that might be what the hang-up is, actually. Yes. Yeah, the Naughties rune. Yeah, so it's some kind of a delay. Okay. This is survival mode. Somebody's stuck in survival mode right now. That's what's going on, and it is necessary. Yes, that's what's going on. Absolutely. So this new horizons, this Three of Wands, where we need to move, we know we need to move, and we're looking out. We're seeing the new land off in the distance. But our hearts right now, or rather our backs, even our spine, is pierced. We're carrying a lot of baggage. There's a baggage that's coming with us over these seas, over the waters. And it's these wounds right here. And while the Nine of Pentacles the Nine of Wands a very positive card in all truth, it is an exhausted energy. It's someone who's really not at the breaking point, but they're getting close. But the most encouraging card in this reading is this Eight of Pentacles. Absolutely the most. And what other people see, the outside energy, an Empress, I almost feel like this is someone out there who can help you, who's willing to help. And I wonder if that might be the horizon, or the new land. The Empress is a very heavy earth card represented by Taurus and Venus, but so maybe there is someone with a feminine energy that you have to get close to, or come into contact with, or maybe even find in yourself. But this is outside energy, so it might be another person, or maybe it's memory, because this is memories. This here, and it's creating us a very wounded type of situation. But I think we do have the clarity. We do know what we're going after. We absolutely know what we're going after, but it's just not happening yet. We're still working on a mastery. But the real hang-up is here. And I think there is some patience that's going to be required to achieve this mastery. To get here, we're going to have to get through this. And once we do, and we employ this Empress energy, however that is, if it's another person or it's maybe getting in touch with your feminine side even. If you're a man or a woman even, maybe you're as a female, you've been sitting in too heavy of masculine energy, working so hard in this defense is a very active masculine role. And two fire cards, that's definitely the masculine. Sitting on total 3, really. And then the earth, the feminine energy here is what we're moving towards. And then, of course, the water of air here, the Queen of Swords, is where we need to get. That's what's going to get us, or that's rather where our energy will be once we hit here. Once that mastery comes in. This might be some kind of an intellectual pursuit. And the hopes and fears here, this is like the energy of win at all costs. The 5 of Swords is a win at all costs kind of an energy, a defeat, feeling defeated. But I think the truth is the defeat hasn't happened. The defeat would be not becoming a man, would be quitting. And I don't think you've quit yet. You're sitting in this energy. There has been no quitting. Yeah, there was something heavy happening in the past here. Very heavy. Required you to, quote unquote, man up. Lack of a better term. And yeah, there needs to be some water. And there is water technically with the Queen. She would have water involved. And I mean, the Empress does involve water as well. There's always the stream in the garden. So, yeah, I'm thinking this is a kind of a call to nurture yourself, really, and get yourself through this. I don't think it's anything that is, like, oh, snap yourself out of it. You don't need to man up here. You need to actually be kind to yourself. And that will help you get to this mastery. You're working on something big. It's big. Very big. And again, it's almost with all the swords here, this type of energy, especially in this, well, here, and here, there's some sort of an intellectual pursuit. Maybe you're in school. Or maybe you have a really intense job. Maybe something like a legal profession. Oh yeah, maybe you're in like a grad school situation. Approaching like a master's degree here. And this is the card of mastery. Could be something like that. No, you need self-care. And patience. The self-care will be what gets you out of this. Allows you to get this seed out of your mind and into your hand. So let's take a more of a look at the runes here. See what we see now. Yeah, now with the reading, with the cards out, I think this is definitely some sort of an intellectual pursuit, and we need patience and care for ourselves here. But Arcano is the goddess rune. I mean, goddess, Empress. That is absolutely connected. And this Nathi's, the disruption, that's fitting here. The 10 of Swords. That fits here. The 5 of Swords. And you know, I brought up a legal profession because I always think of the Queen of Swords as it's like the district attorney of the deck. Like she's just the ultimate truth teller, and she'll just give it to you straight. And I think that is what you need to approach. That's what you need to head towards. But right now, you need to be kind to yourself. You need personal care. Definitely need some personal care. TLC. of the soul somehow. But that, not to say that you should stop working. I think you should keep working, but maybe slow down a little. I don't see any urgency here. That is what Naughties is saying as well, is that there is a delay, and it is a necessary one, an absolutely necessary one. And this is coming from Odin. This is coming from foresight. This is the truth, coming straight from Odin. He sees what you need. So yeah, please take care of yourself. It's important. We're mind, body, and soul. So however this resonates with you, whatever needs care, maybe you need more exercise. It's not necessarily physical exhaustion here. Could be mental. This is a very mental type of reading. And it's using your mind to produce, to become, or rather, to give birth, there's Brikana, to give birth to abundance. Yeah. And getting to the Queen of Swords energy, that's, you'll know. That's the card. You'll never have to wonder if you've reached that point. It's like, no, you will do what you need and suddenly wake up one day and realize that I'm there. I can do this. I can get up in front of this crowd. I can take this case to court. I can win it. Or I can, present my dissertation, my master's project, whatever it might be. You need rest. You need to heal this. And the hopes and fears, with the Five of Swords is probably, this again why I'm keep thinking of a legal profession or something like that, because it's like it's a win-lose. It's a win or lose situation. And you realize that. So the card can be your victory in one sense, in that you defeat someone, or it can be your defeat. And also, the win at all costs idea, that might be coming into play here, and that's what you have to avoid. You cannot cost yourself too much. This Eight of Pentacles is a patient energy. It's an energy that has spent years mastering. And it isn't a quick overnight thing. And the Empress, she's also a patient card. Very patient, loving, deeply loving. The ultimate love. The heart, the cup, the sun. Self-care. There's an absolute need to focus on yourself. Focus on your health, yourself, and somehow manage this as well. It's still hard. What you're doing is still difficult. Undoubtedly difficult. And unfortunately, it has to be a little more difficult, and you need to slow down just a bit. And then you'll get there. Then you will get there. You'll be there. Again, the water of air. Queen of Swords. And I think that will be this reading. Please take care of yourself. If you found value in this message, please like and subscribe. Tell me how it resonated down in the comments. And as well, share it with others. If you know this reading isn't necessarily for you, but you know someone who it might mean something to, send it their way, please. And with that, I hope to see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.